It's the time of year when most of us make a resolution, whether it's to lose weight, get our finances in order, maybe even become a better parent. But do you have the tools to make sure that you're a success? Motivational speaker Bob Paff joins us with today's competitive edge, and you've got some tips for helping us keep those resolutions. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, my resolution is to move to a sunnier place.
No more snow.
No
Are we having fun
snow.
yet?
Not quite. No, it is fun if you don't have to be out in it. All right, resolutions. We're closing out January, heading into February. By this point, most people have gone, not doing it anymore. Why do we do that?
Well, I think, Patrice, what happens is we overwhelm ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, we take on too much. We make a list of these resolutions. We don't meet with success, and then we abandon those. That's basically what happens with the resolutions.
So, you know you want to change things. How do you set out to do that and do it in a way that you don't abandon it by now?
Well, what you have to do is break it down. First of all, it has to be realistic. I mean, it has to be, you know, if it's losing weight, you know, how much weight can you lose reasonably over a normal period of time? And we know that we have to do something 1,000 times over 6 weeks or 6 months before it becomes a habit. So we need to meet with success. Success begets success. So we really need to break it down into smaller chunks.
Because if you just look at it as this big abstract out there, then that's what it will always be. So when you say break it down, I mean, you mean very, very small goals to get to the big goal.
Absolutely. It's overwhelming. You need to write it down. You need to write it down. You need to measure it. You need to hold yourself accountable for it. And you need to get other folks to participate. Family members or friends or colleagues can join in with you and help you achieve that success.
That's interesting, because sometimes I wonder if people can be a help or a hindrance in what you're trying to do. You think more often a help, if it's the right people.
Absolutely. You need, you know, it takes a village to raise a child, right? And you need that support from your team to make you successful. Everybody's got to join on. So if you're trying to lose weight and you're reaching for that extra muffin, you need somebody to say, you know, Patrice, do you want that extra muffin? Or how badly do you want it? Absolutely.
Don't ask me that. You might get smacked. I want that muffin. Trust me.
Right.
All right. Also talk about having a realistic goal. I mean, you can say I want to be a millionaire tomorrow. That's probably not a realistic goal necessarily.
Yeah, I think you need, particularly for folks who have never done this before, we all, you know, New Year's Eve comes around and we all feel obligated to make these resolutions, and people will say, Patrice, what are you doing? But again, is it realistic for what's going on in your life at that time? So maybe you need to consult with other folks and say, what is realistic for me? And let's make it one. It doesn't have to be 3 or 5 or 10. Make it one and make it a small one. You know, I'm gonna do this by the end of the month, and then you can build from there.
And talk about getting up from a failure, because you may not make it all the way to the goal without a little stumble.
Yeah, you know, I think you need stretch goals. You certainly need to say, this is ultimately where I'd want to be, but what will I accept? You know, what can I accept that's still success, that I'm not meeting with failure? You need to be kind to yourself. You need to be very realistic with the goals that you set, and you know, and achieve that success to motivate you to go on to do other things.
All right, I'm inspired now. I'm going to say no to the muffin, and then I'm going to move to a warmer climate.
Absolutely, and if this snow doesn't inspire you, nothing will, right?
All
Absolutely.
Right. Bob, thanks for braving the snow and coming in. We appreciate that.
My pleasure.
Or for more on Bob Paff and the competitive edge, go to bobpaff.com or give him a call at 1-800-833-5150.